Whoa, tree mold. Oh my god. Way to start off the day, Tree. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. If it's still Wednesday where you are. My god. If you got a sub, be sure to thank Tremo. Going out to Algiri. No, Algirl. First one in the stream today, I think. Chaos, Diego, Red the Machine, Devil 660. Happy stream anniversary month. Thank you. It's been a blast. I've been having a lot of fun every time we go live. So definitely appreciate the kind words. What do I have to load up? I was just thinking of something. Caffeine. Not literally like coffee, but we have a program called Caffeine. Because we're gonna do the dual stream to YouTube today. Yo, I got gifted a sub. That's Tree. That's Tremo. Swap it over. I was about to say, do we have no cam? Yo, good to see everybody. Holy crap, we got games today. Starting off with last Epoch. Hopefully it actually works. And then from there, we're gonna have Wholesome Verse Live a little bit later today. We're actually starting today's stream early. I honestly was too geeked to not go online. Everything that we had basically waiting for, it's already done. So there's no reason for me to like not play. There's a lot of server issues, just to say that, with last Epoch. So I think we're gonna be doing their offline mode. There's a lot of conversation on if you can actually swap back and forth between offline and online. And all of the dev posts are saying that you can, but everyone trying the game is saying that you are locked. Oh, play full offline. Oh, maybe it's that. Maybe you don't make an offline character. Gonna run off and level Falconeer. Oh my god. You already know you're gonna be Falconeer? You don't want to be the don't they have like a demon hunter style ranger? Or you could be the Toxin Assassin setup. Oh yeah, we did see the trailer for Shadow of the Erdtree. You all thought 2023 was bad? Just wait. 2024, it's gonna be ridiculous. Cam. And then we want to move the multi-chat up. We're gonna do multi-chat today because we're gonna have the YouTube audience. Not quite yet though, but soon. And then we need the game. Streaming's hard, by the way. Imagine having to set stuff up. If you'd like to access online characters, chat, or other online features, you need to relaunch the game and select Steam launch option, play offline. But it's gonna make us choose like a new character. Which is a little awkward, but we'll be fine, I guess. If I'm playing solo self-farm, like, do I really need to have online enabled? Probably not, right? Hype for Erdtree, big same. Let's kill the music. Did you all see the kick setup that they did? I don't know if it's a faith build or not, but they had one character do like a jumping roundhouse wheel heel kick. It was like really cool looking. I hope it's faith because I'll 100% swap out of my greatsword into that for DLC. It also looks like it's gonna be a very big DLC. If it's a matter of like, it's an alternate version of the main areas, then that is a lot of stuff. And you all know Elden Ring's already a huge game anyway. Could be an Ash of War? I hope not. No, the Ash of War is the skill. Sorry, I thought you meant like summoning ashes. I mean, hey, if it's that and you can put on whatever you want, that's pretty cool. There's already people with mods for like Dante and Virgil and Elden Ring. I've seen it. So this, maybe this is FromSoft's answer to try to catch up to what the modders are already doing. Should be kind of hilarious. Could be its own super big map. Honestly, for what, $40, whatever the cost is, I feel like it may as well be a whole new game. For $40, there's got to be another 100 hours worth of content in that DLC. Let me see if I can load up the YouTube audience. Yeah, I'm trying to debate on if we kill NPCs or not. I'm partially thinking that there's no way they're going to allow that in the DLC. I don't know how other Elden Ring DLCs have been. Not Elden Ring, but Dark Souls. Elden Ring specifically has like a very small amount of NPCs you cannot kill. And I've tried it myself, and they have like a little bubble around them to show that they're invulnerable. So my expectation is that most DLC characters are going to be unkillable, just so that the DLC can function. Because it would be kind of weird if you pay $40 and you can't even enter the zone because you killed the NPC. Then again, maybe no one thought to do that. So I'm very interested in trying it myself. Okay, let's bring up... Oh, hang on. So I have to make the YouTube live stream public. And then from there, we can go online. They're going to have no warning on the YouTube side. It's just going to pop up and automatically be live. Which is not how I normally do this, but it's fine. Honestly, I've been playing this game over the weekend to make sure that I know what to do with my own character. A lot of people have like league starts and stuff like that. We don't have one of those. I have what I did over the weekend already, and I'm just following that to the T. It's not a guide from Zeus or Darth Microtransaction or anything like that. Our own setup. Okay, go live. Okay. Looks like we're good to go. I hope this works because servers are getting slammed right now and you have no idea if it's gonna work or not. Solo character found. We're playing offline, so like automatically solo found, right? How does that even work?
In the beginning, there was darkness. Only terror, myself.
Supposedly there's new cutscenes as well. Some new graphical upgrades.
With nothing. She
it's also a very loud game.
Of
the game's been fun. It really has.
Of humanity. We disagreed.
We do have a command for the game as well.
In her world,
I'm gonna pin this.
There were gods. Mujasa of the desert. Largon of the sea. Rye of the endless skies. And Hierot of the frozen tundra. But fate
glad you're trying last Epoch V. Thank you.
Without her, there was conflict. Then wars. In the end, it was Rye who sought to outshine the sun.
For those who know this cutscene, is this cutscene brand new?
Caught within Rye's gaze were the Keepers. An order sworn to protect Eterra's memory and the power it still holds.
This is totally
They were
new.
joined by
What's the gist of
someone
this game?
unexpected.
It's an action RPG similar to a
traveler,
Diablo or a Pádhraic
willing to
H.
walk into the flames of war.
The story
But why?
is
Was it
a lot of
honor
time
they sought?
travel.
Power?
Basically, the world's gonna be
Or
destroyed,
was this
and you're going
fate?
through different timelines
Perhaps.
to
But
do
no
something about
story
that.
is quite that simple.
and then the characters' abilities that you get, they kind of take the route of, because you're in a timeline, like you're gaining knowledge from other selves of yours, kinda, which would build your mastery, and that's kind of like how you're strong.
This land is peaceful.
Diablo meets Chrono
I
Trigger.
must
I've
warn
never
them
played
before
Chrono
Ryan
Trigger a
scorches this
day in my
place to
life.
ash.
Is that bad? Hate gamer. Alright, game's a little loud. We are playing offline. I mean, I'm playing solo mode anyway, so I feel like I may as well just play offline. How's this look on stream, by the way?
Traveler, as keepers, he wishes to destroy us and steal Eterra's legacy.
Yeah, so right now, there's sort of like a clan. The Ostrix, I think their name is. They're worshippers of the god Rhea. I think that's right pronunciation. They said it in the very beginning. They are attacking because Rhea is like one of the gods, and they could just do it. They want to basically destroy everything to like take over as main god. Oh, we actually have to pick up stuff. I assume I'm gonna have 0 gear. Oh, is that a loot filter on? Okay, we're good. If you're familiar with Diablo and other games,
not possible.
there's loot filters that you have to worry about in this. And by worry about it, like, you don't really have to worry that much, but probably a nice thing to do. Rye. Got it. This character will become a spear paladin, which I have already kind of played a little bit offline. I think I got to level 35 in the 10 hours or so that I played, but this will be much faster because I know what I'm doing now. The game's actually been fantastic. Ostrix. Yeah, so each god, there's 4, I think. Each one has its own worshippers. So right now we're fighting Ostrix worshippers in the Divine Era, -12 BE. Pretty much every area you're gonna go in has the year. Because as I said, there's sort of a time travel element to this. So you're gonna have to know what year, I mean, not have to, but part of the game is understanding that it's different time periods. I don't think I do hammer at
When you
all.
arrived, was there a family?
They're
It was
gone.
my mistake. They were cornered, and there were so many. I can handle Ostrix. I told them to stay back. Thanks.
Yeah, you look pretty strong.
Are you also here for the peace talks? Good.
Yep.
Name's Grail. Since we're both
I don't
headed,
need
this
the
list
help.
says I'd be helping you. Come, let me watch you fight.
As I said, the game is getting slammed server-wise. In all honesty, the last weekend of playing this, I was honestly a little worried.
Smoke.
Hopefully things go okay for them. I know they're working on it right now, but I don't mind playing offline. Spear?
So much to
but it's weaker than what we have right now. We don't need to go spear just yet. As I said, the highest I got to was 35, so I don't even have experience with the end game. Swap this. All right, we got our lunge. So now we have a little bit of movement.
Where'd you learn to fight?
And honestly, we're going to be leveling up the lunge. It's going to be a big part of this character. Masteries. So in this game, you have your base character, which is Sentinel, or whatever you choose. And then you're eventually going to pick one of the 3 masteries available. I'll be going Paladin once I get to that point. Thank you. Oh, we have this now. I can actually do lunge now, because we know for a fact that lunge is going to be leveled up. So it's 2 different skill tree things. You have your character passives. So for example, I'm just getting physical damage and melee stun chance. Very simple stuff. 2 points. And then you have, for each individual skill, each skill has its own skill tree, and you can specialize into 5. So I know already that I'm going to be specializing into lunge, which is like over here. And then I'm going to be specializing in Rive and Smite and Javelin. Like, I already know what I'm doing. That's how deep we are, but only like to level 35. However, I would say that it took me several minutes to decide to do that. I didn't automatically like install the game and knew I was going to be a spear paladin. I sat and read everything and chose the thing that looked the most entertaining. Last MMO burnt me out badly with no payoff. This game looks kind of sick.
Well done.
I will say that I am enjoying the game.
I'll see you ahead.
Okay. Oh, it automatically equipped that. Nice. This looks like it's gonna be more damage. We lose some attack speed, but we're gonna need spear eventually anyway. People are speedrunning this as well. We're not quite gonna be doing that. But we're definitely gonna move along at a good pace. I am kind of glad that this is actually functional,
Sounds
though.
like their leaders waiting up at the shrine. The keepers have done well. This place isn't too different from a
Who
group
are the
tied
keepers?
closely with our goddess, Etera.
So
Been
Etera
indebted to
is
her.
like our
Why,
goddess.
we do not know.
Is like the main goddess, I think, and then Etera is gone, I believe. So the lower gods, such as Raya,
Even their
is trying to
names.
take over.
Well, what do they keep? Do they adhere to another god or just her?
Speedrunning gonna be wild. Does have gone to
These
great
mysteries that
pains to
interest the
clear,
Ospreys.
to keep clears from
secrets
being
the
too
keepers
fast.
hold?
Really,
I'm sure Rye wants them. Now,
Rye.
we speak to the Keeper Council. Speaking of, I must head there now. Feel free to look around. I'll see you shortly.
okay. I don't think there's a ton of NPCs for us to work with here. There's one that's in charge of your skills if you want to reset stuff. The game's actually pretty good about letting you reset. The only thing you can't reset is the mastery that you chose. Give me some gloves.
Right.
Rings. Dodge rating. How much money do I have? Oh, snap. We're rich. Health regen. Take some of that. Amulet. Cast speed. We don't need. Health. Fire damage. Spell damage. So both are pretty much worthless. We're just getting it for health. $100? Never mind. Yo, I have one that's better as common. Yeah, so this game has money, like actual gold, unlike Path of Exile. And I believe resets cost gold.
Grail was just
It should be
telling me
as
of your
simple as
battle.
just going and killing
I am
enemies.
Lena, one of the Keeper's Council. One of two.
If you end up
There
interested
should
in
be
the
more of
game,
us here.
oh, I should do a, hang on. We know how to be a streamer. First, you move the camera. And then you grab some text. Not that one. Maybe this one? Yeah, you grab some text. You change it. Okay, then you bring it down so it's not in an awful spot. I feel like you can't even see it right there. Maybe like right here. And maybe you fix the transparency. Streaming's hard, by the way. Okay. Looking good.
They're gone. Balthus and I remain, and he's not here. Balthus is busy checking on our sacred artifacts.
Yeah, we need
We're
Balthus.
protectors of Atera's history, and even now, the Osprix swarm all of our sacred vaults. I've already asked Grail to check one down in the mountains. There is another up north, where Balthus is. Could you make sure he's safe?
Can
this,
do.
And our alliance is secure. We'll lend our aid to heal Borea's army.
All right, let's go save Balthus. Balthus is like one of the main NPCs of the game. At least for the beginning. All of this, when I first played this game for early access, they didn't have nearly as much in the very beginning. I believe this beginning section is completely different compared to its first early access.
I cannot do that.
Of course, when the weekend rolled around and we gave this game a try, all of this stuff was in it. Staff. Two-handed axe. Technically, we only need the spear for once we finish off javelin. The spin is really strong, but it takes a lot of MP to do it. Okay. I dropped it. I don't know if there's an auto equip button. 4 melee on hit. 23 damage. Is that stronger? 62. 58. Never mind. Wow. Trash. That's not what I expected. Alright. So yeah, for those who don't really see a lot of action RPGs, basically a game like this is around killing lots of units. Sometimes the units have like elite versions that you have to worry about. We're going this way. And then we get this. There's treasure chests, different rarities of items, like there's unique items, for example, common, uncommon, rare. Basically, you'll be min-maxing a character, but really the best part about these kind of games is like the interactions between the different skills you have. See, now I have a completely different combo. It's like a 3-hit. I know we'll be leveling that up too. That's kind of like my my health regen. It's kind of tied to that. This build is gonna be blowing through health, even though it's a paladin. It's gonna be very good at killing itself. That's all part of the power. I don't think I have to level up Warpath. I know eventually we're not going to use Warpath at all. Just the question is, do I want to get it early? Just have a little extra power. It's kind of a cool, like, decision-making piece to it. You could put some points into the skill now and then just reset it later. Just until you get yourself some more levels. Yeah, these are all followers of Pádhraic. This thing's a little tanky. Ow! Oh my god. Is this tutorial death? Gotta get him away from that fire.
I cannot do that.
Like summon phoenixes. Wow. New mace. Looks stronger. Again, I don't think there's an auto equip button. 64. 84. We're moving up. Not picking up comments. They're gonna take up all our space. You all right? I'll look into it. Stay safe, buddy. As you go through areas, you'll find like little mini quests sometimes. I feel like when this game first came out, there weren't this many monsters to fight. And like, compared to Diablo 4, I really prefer monster density in my games.
I cannot do that.
Like, as fun as it is to have a 1v1, it's also very fun to have like a full mob that just explodes or something. For damage. When you're hit, you have a chance to counterattack an enemy with Retribution. Retribution is a melee physical hit on nearby enemies. Damage scales with strength. I think I'm gonna get armor instead. I don't think I need to take that. See, I think it's fun to have like a group of 10 monsters just chilling. They all do damage. Like, I am losing health. Eventually, it'll get to a point where some of them are doing spells. It could actually kill you. Look at that gap close. This game also has a crafting system that's based off of shards. It's really nice because you could go into an item at any point and like add. I have nothing. You could add items. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, I need more shards in order to do like a full show of what that looks like. But sometimes, like, I'll be walking around. There's an item on the ground that looks like it's bad, but it's a spear, so I know I need it. And then I'll just take off all the stuff on it and craft new stuff. course, that requires a lot of material, but it just shows you like the kind of options you have.
Stand. I cannot do that.
Love the baby mobs. You know, I thought I would be blowing through MP a lot more, because when I did this over the weekend, I didn't really use Warpath this much. So I thought it would cost me too much MP. Okay, this thing hurts. Am I just burning to death? Everything just puts fire on the ground. I'm telling you, ARPG devs hate melee people. Dual sword, void damage. We're not doing void. You do get a belt, though. All right, get that out of here. All right. I basically am also trying to clear these quests over here. Sometimes there'll be an optional quest. So it's good to do the optional ones when you can. Go back to camp. We have a new skill called Rebuke. This you channel to like absorb damage, and then you pop after you absorb enough damage. I won't be leveling it up, I can tell you that right now. But sometimes it's just kind of nice to have it on a slot. I'm going in.
Yeah.
Didn't even try to stop me. Okay. So I'm not... We could get more damage, which is interesting. Oh, I think I need Valiant Charge. I'm gonna need armor at some point. Let's get 1 point in this, and then build armor until we can reach Valiant Charge. That's gonna let me do more lunges. Which I'm telling you right now, that lunge right there, that is the entire build. If I don't lunge, we're sad. It doesn't look like it right now. Oh, wait. Oh, that's them telling me I just got a new skill. Okay. We have move speed, attack speed. We're gonna be calling this the Jarvan 4 build. As soon as I get to that point, anyway. Up. There's a bunch of stuff to read. The game actually has quite a bit of lore, as a matter of fact.
We're here to help. The Osprey slave. Protect the shard.
Protect the shard.
The Drake. Tread carefully.
Are they gonna help? There you go. I was gonna say, don't make me do this all by myself. New armor. This is still a tutorial, by the way. Which is like, it's kind of an intense tutorial, I feel. I think there were a couple of instances where, like, I could have died from getting burned out. And I wonder if there's a scenario where, like, a new player would be dying a lot. New gloves, throwing damage. We actually will need that.
We'll reconvene outside.
That's part of Javelin tech, I think.
First things first. Thank you. The Ospreys grow more troublesome by the day. We've reinforced our walls. supplied our men and taken out dozens of them. Yet,
It won't
they're
stop
still
coming.
here, using brute force now. The howling monster circle.
Yeah, and they have a dragon of
Yes.
some kind.
So,
Like we're back in
I see
Skyrim
you
or something.
like keeper's robes. Lovely. While your help has been appreciated, what do you mean? I'm protecting the Epoch, of course.
I think that's the Epoch right there.
Here, it's a fortress meant to keep unruly treasure hunters from locating the shards of the Epoch. Or at least it's supposed to. Just did Lena not tell you?
Yeah, so this is what the whole game is all about. These shards.
Well, tell you what. Let's
Shards
get
of the
out here
Epoch.
first, and then I'll explain more. These peace talks are hard.
Yeah, that was it. I didn't notice that in the first cutscene. Oh, the first time I did the cutscene. I wonder if he can die. He has a health bar. Yeah, you can already see the lunge is starting to kill stuff by itself. Eventually, it's gonna get to the point where the lunge kills like the entire set of monsters. Shield bash we're not doing because we aren't using shields. Armor. Strength, fire resistance, void, vitality, and health regen. It's not armor, but it is resistances, and we will need that eventually. Can't believe there's people speedrunning the game right now. People doing hardcore races. I don't know if you all know much about ARPGs, but a lot of people play these with perma-death. Imagine I died up ahead, I'd have to restart the character from scratch. I don't know how people do it. Like, I play roguelike games, but that's like a 1 hour experience. If I die 10 hours in and lost my character, I don't think I'm playing the game again, not gonna lie. It has nothing to do with the game itself, it has everything to do with the difficulty. And definitely shoutouts to people who do hardcore. They're braver troopers than I am. Is this stronger? 120, 95. Revive is stronger? Oh, but it doesn't have the wave clear. All right. Attack speed in armor. I know I said the throwing piece would be kind of nice. Oh, wow. Real armor now. All right, we're looking good. I can see you doing hardcore now that you have full offline. Oh, for lag prevention. Yeah. That's probably the second worst part about playing hardcore. Is dying to lag. Imagine your baby sister pulls the plug on you because you didn't take her to McDonald's. And you just lose your entire account, basically. Offhand, we can't use. Definitely take the helmet. Oh, I can't equip it? That's a mage helmet? Why are mages wearing helmets? I think that's better suited for me. Yeah, javelin is throwing. But we're not actually gonna throw the javelin itself. And as I said, like, I could spec in to do stuff now and then transition later. The only thing you lose is like when it's time to transition, there's some time loss there. But in exchange, you'll be leveling up possibly faster in the beginning. So it's like, do you want to do the Do you want to do a build you won't keep now? Or do you want to have the build cemented, but you won't see it until a little bit later? Again, it's such a fun idea.
Sure you have questions, but let me first check and
compared
make sure that
to some of the other
safe.
games we've played.
Good.
No! He's gone! Javelin is not a spell, but we will have Smite, which is a spell. Which way do they go? I'll handle it. Go back to camp, I got this. Holy crap. What's that icon? Oh, they're telling me to actually go back to camp. All right. Reading very important in a game like this.
It's Hera's blessing.
I'll find her. This guy's niece is missing.
Prayers be with you.
Sell a couple things while we're here. I don't really sell all that often. And that might be a problem, like I don't pick up enough stuff. But I've never had a situation where I was like, crap, I have no money. And that's mostly off of just, like, enemies. Fire damage, move speed.
Right.
I think we're fine. All right, we need a plan.
Everything okay? Where's Balthus?
He's gone.
What happened?
A dragon
That must
swooped
be
in and
Orion.
grabbed him.
If he captured Balthus, he's in danger. An Osprix general. He's the one. What happened to the artifacts Balthus was protecting?
He had
they
it
were
in his
after.
back pocket, I'm pretty sure.
We have to save Balthus. Their camp is not far. I have to organize a group. Are you sure?
Yeah, I can do it by
You'll
myself.
walk into an Stay safe. Stay alive.
I'm like faster than
bring
anyone you could
Balthus
send
back.
over there. To be perfectly honest. Not being toxic though. Just the truth. All right, let's head through. So yeah, we won't have access to the next skill, or at least skill leveling system until level 8. That's gonna happen in just a second. Chest. The monster variety is really cool in this game too. Like there's ranged enemies, melee enemies, some enemies explode, some enemies are like necromancers and summon others. It's not just goblins and zombies, you know? Health regen, probably don't need it. Okay. So we got the next thing here. As I said, I know for a fact we're going Rive. If I wait until level 18, I could put in Javelin, but that's gonna take way too long. So Rive, we're going this way. This has fire to it. I can also summon weapons in this direction. Deals more damage, has a chance to stun. First strike will ignite the enemy. And then on kill or on boss hit, you can summon forged weapons. This other stuff over here is also damage increases. And they're not bad. But I know for a fact we have to go this way for the build I want to play. Okay. Should be good. We're not really gonna see the fire very much because I'm still spamming spin. Good spear. Has big physical damage on it and chance to ignite. 134. 158. We're climbing. Is that more attack speed? No, I think I have a fountain thing. Eventually, I get to the point where I can do the lunges more often. Because, like, if I do a melee attack after lunge, we get lunge back. This is where the little girl's supposed to be. Denise. I see a body. I'm just aggroing more monsters. Oh, I guess I could be throwing those. While I can't actually go in. Resistance. Same item, but worse. This has throwing attack speed. Again, I don't think we're gonna need that, but it's kind of nice to just think about it. Okay. Lunge's final hit now deals damage in an extended rectangle instead of a circle while using a spear. So we have extended area when using a spear. Use this as bait. They ambush anyone who would show up. Don't worry, they're all dead. So like you can kind of see a little bit of what the lunge is about to be doing. Though I swear that makes the hitbox smaller. I don't know what it is, but it says it turned it from a circle into a square. I guess a square would have more area, right? But you don't know how big the square is. There's my geometry majors. Because like if the square fits inside the original circle, that means it's smaller. Eventually we'll get ignite chance. It's like not great right now. Is this new Baldur's Gate I've been hearing about? No. Though to be fair, that is still a really popping game right now. There's something over here. This is like Diablo, but not bad. This is like if you played Diablo and actually had fun. That's what this game is. New Pike. 23% chance to cast Fire Aura on kill with fire skills. Let's hold it. There was some really good stuff in here. Eventually I'll have fire skills, but it might be like way too late by the time I get a fire skill. It's like, is the game kind of telling me something? All right, sick. So we're going which way? I think I had regen at some point on Rive, but I don't remember where that is. Third strike is larger. Lacerate. Third strike leeches damage as health. That's like 3 points away. Let's keep going this way. We're gonna have the second hit has a chance to ignite, and then deal more damage to ignited enemies. And that's like the ultimate goal for Rive. It ignites all by itself, so like I don't necessarily need to invest in other stuff to do ignite, but we will, no matter what. Yo, we're getting the lunges back. Think I'm going this way? Okay, yeah. Now, if I was gonna speed run through, I'd just skip all these monsters and let them chase me. But I do want to level up, because I don't want to be using bad stuff. Just melting. Ooh, mana? Alright. We haven't really done anything on craft yet. I might have something by now. Nope. And no.
I can't wear this.
Oops. So we're still farming.
I cannot do that.
It does look strong right now. I don't remember being this strong in early access. I think I was struggling a little bit more, but maybe that's because I didn't know what I was doing. A lot of shards just then. Okay. I don't remember when we get to choose our mastery. It's gonna be a little while before we get there. If I could somehow get there today, that would be incredible, but I highly doubt it. Like, I'd be kind of a gamer if I got to choose my specialty today.
Reaching me was impressive, but it's mine. Call member wing.
2v1? No, never mind. Why do I feel like Rive is straight up stronger than Spin? I'm just doing Spin because it's an MP spinner, but I think it's weaker. Like, I'm igniting too. You can see it under the health bar.
The Epoch is ours. Raya, aid me.
Phase 2. Oh my god. Elden who? Shadow of the Erd Tree. Where you plant it early right now. Oh yeah, Rive is so much better than Spin. One single target. New spear, cold damage, attack speed. Just buy it. Oh, grab to sell it. Want to say everything else I'm good on. There are filters, like I could hide a lot of this stuff, but it's still really early in the game. We don't have to do that.
I will be, thanks to you. Let me just grab these. There. The shards of the Epoch are safe. The Epoch. Oh,
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing a lot of talk about the Epoch, which is the little shard that they were carrying.
The power to travel through time.
That's like the big thing about this game. Even the end game is all about
If
traveling
Raya
through
were to
time.
get his talons on it, he would surely win the war. More than that, he'd be untouchable.
There's more?
Just one. Each shard is part of the whole. We keep them separated for protection. 2 of them. The one I keep with me and the one from the vault. The third should be back at camp by now. Lena sent him after it. Alone.
Uh-oh.
No. There's no time. The alternative would be to leave one with Lena, drawing the Osprix's attention to her.
Now what do we do?
I find a new course of action. Take the Epoch somewhere Raya can't reach. Which, speaking of...
All right, so back to
Let's head
camp.
back to camp.
We gotta figure out how to get the Epoch away. Shield Rush, another thing we're not gonna be using because I'm not using shields. It's very interesting setup. The guy kind of like Heihachi. I've seen a lot of Heihachi outfits on the robot guy in Tekken 8. I don't know if he's the only one who has access to that hair. Most did not survive. I'm sorry for your loss. Okay, so telling us we got access to a new skill. This is the good one. Spell fire damage. Chance to cast fire aura on kill with a fire skill. I feel like that could potentially become something interesting. Yeah, so we'll hold on to both of these.
Wrong.
Just in case fire and throw shows up. This looks awesome. Yeah, I think the game's great. I've been having a blast with
He's
it.
back.
We've been playing
And
it
it's all
all
thanks to
weekend.
you. He's been quiet since he returned. If you could speak with him, I'd...
You're back. Now, we must protect the Epoch. Not fully. Eterra left their secrets to us and to us alone. I have, ideas. Well, we are keepers after all. Protectors of Eterra's
I want to say I
past.
definitely did this
Collectors
faster
of
than the first
lost
time I did it.
history. Do you think we've made a mistake?
Huh?
Going through the motions. Keeping the shards hidden, I feel as though drastic times are upon us.
Yeah, there's that literal war going
I
on
know.
with a
You
god.
know about them too. Fate has already shown its hand. I apologize. You might become part of something greater. I only have 2 shards, but that's enough. I'll keep them safe. Lena, I'm sorry.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm sorry to you too. This is what's best for us all.
Can I zoom in? Oh, you can. Oh, wait, you can't see.
Finally, be able to.
He put us in a loading screen. The Ruined Future, Chapter 2. It appears to be one of the shards of the Epoch. It looks like it only been here as long as you have. Take the shard. So we got sent to the future. The future does not look good. In fact, they call it the Ruined Future. We're now in Ruined Era 1290 AG. Perhaps a mistake. Is this one PS5?
What is this place?
So
Where did the
I think they
Ospreys
have a
go?
planned
I'll have
console
to check
release,
my
but I don't think
surroundings.
it is out yet. Definitely someone can fact check me on that. This game is controller compatible. I play with keyboard and mouse because that's what I'm used to from other games. Oof. Yeah, once the 3rd hit lands, it's actually legit. Makes you miss Chrono Trigger even more. Yeah, like I said, I didn't play Chrono Trigger. I think I was still playing Sonic the Hedgehog at the time. +1 attunement. Chance to ignite on hit. Minimum skill level increased. So what this means is that if I respec, let's say I don't want to do Reeve anymore and I want to do something else, that something else will have skill points already ready for it. And if I get to level 20, that skill will have stuff too. Okay, increase cooldown speed for movement skills. That is lunge. We're making the lunge even faster. Because again, that's going to be our main... It's not even just a gap closer. It's going to be part of our DPS. You're tanky. Vitality, dodge, cooldown, recovery. Hook me up. Watch V play in the meantime. Thank you, thank you. Where are we? Only rangers and elders are allowed here. So these people are fighting against the Void. The Void has its own servants, if you will. It's a lot of like demon kind of stuff, but there's also cultists who seem to really enjoy the Void for whatever reason. Also keep in mind that one of your character classes is Void Knight. So like eventually you might, I don't know, embrace the Void or something in an alternate timeline. Or maybe you succumb to the Void. Maybe you're like Kaisa, you just lived in the Void and just took on some of its power without getting completely taken over. Jeez. I partially want to get the 3rd attack range increase.
I cannot do that.
I'm like missing these by an inch. Long story. I'm protecting the Epoch. So these people also know about the Epoch too. I want to say like in every timeline, people know about the Epoch.
Gods.
So for these folks, they're under the impression that the Epoch can help push back the Void. So we're probably going to end up in a situation where like we want to use the Epoch to help out this timeline. Since you like challenge, and I see you don't mind ARPGs, would you consider Strangers of Paradise? So I actually own that game. I did a first look of it as a hashtag ad. I actually think the game's really good. My only issue is that I actually think the game is very difficult.
Gods be with you.
And like maybe at the time I was playing Elden Ring or something. I don't really remember, but like I didn't have another slot for a second difficult game. That game's harder than Elden Ring in my opinion.
Minimus, run your stupid what? Leave me.
I tried to save you. I don't have a degree in medicine. Ooh! I don't remember that from early access. What the heck? Alright. Yeah, I think they did a good job with the game. It's very much not like anything else from a Final Fantasy standpoint. But the fact that like a Cactar would do 1,000 needles or a bomb like absorbs fire damage to heal itself, like it has all of that capability to it. It's cool to think about a Final Fantasy game that's not the regular RPG, but still has all of the lore of the monsters. Like it has Behemoth, Ahriman, like you can get petrified. It has everything you could possibly enjoy as a FF fan, but in like a Souls-like kind of gameplay. Jeez. Fire damage, elemental damage, dodge. Probably better than our common. So the next part of lunge. We now have critical chance when you use a spear. Lunge itself is physical melee area movement. It's not a throwing attack. There are thrown attacks in this game, like hammer throw is thrown. There's a javelin toss that we're gonna get. It's also a throwing attack, but we're not really gonna use it like that. Just have to go down here. I think our crit rate is starting to show.
Yes.
Gods
Try
be
not
with
to hurt
you.
yourself.
I've cleared the path. Flee.
Stay safe.
Ooh. I would have missed this. All right. I think they really missed with Wo Long. You didn't play Stranger of Paradise. You need to play Neo 2. Love the first one. I didn't even finish Neo 1. I think I got to a ship in the water. Maybe I got to the boss of that, because that sounds very familiar. And I stopped playing then. I didn't stop playing because I didn't like the game, but I probably have 50 million games to play. A little bit more health. We don't need attunement yet. Buy, grab. I keep saying buy. Grab it to sell it. All right, so we're gonna get the final piece here. Rive deals more damage to ignited enemies. I can pump these up to give them better stats, or I can start looking to go another direction. Like I could try to get the area that leads to leech. Third strike does more damage. Third strike has no mercy. Third strike has a chance to detonate doing fire damage. That could be interesting. I feel like there was one that turned Rive into a literal fire skill. I might be wrong. There's a couple of passives that will turn your skill into a different element. So like if you want to go Lightning Knight, there's stuff that will have like lightning tied to it. Does this circle around? I like the map design. It's like kind of complex. Excuse me. I'm sure you all will just chase me anyway. I have to go back that way regardless. Unfortunately, Lunge right now does not hit all the enemies I pass through. There's another upgrade that we're gonna get later where like I hit every enemy along the path. New helm, finally. Minion damage. More fire damage. I don't think we need that. How are we looking on upgrades? Looks like I still don't have enough shards for the most part. We're getting some though. So like I can add basically whatever I want to this. There's 2 empty sockets. So like on this helmet, I could say, give me some vitality. And then give me a little bit of maybe not dodge rating. Let's get physical resistance. I think you want void, actually, but we don't have void. Oh, we're out of forging potential. So each thing has a forging potential. It's like the number of rolls you can do it before it's all used up. And we happen to hit that like super early. Wow. All right. Yeah, the last Final Fantasy I played was 14. And that was Shadowbringers. It's not that I have an issue with Final Fantasy games. Sometimes I find it difficult to do a story-based game on live streams. Even doing something like this, an ARPG, I did the story already. So that allows me to kind of skip through. And then I can just talk out the things I know about it. If we had to watch every cutscene, I feel like I would struggle a little bit. Again, it's not that I don't like story games. We just did a first look of Banishers yesterday on the Twitch stream. It's just that my gameplay, I think, looks good. I think I am best when I am showcasing gameplay. Oh, God. We gotta get lunge a little stronger.
Only a little longer.
I got you. What do you think I'm doing?
Keep them off me.
I cannot do that.
Ooh, Void Penance.
Only a little longer.
200 crit. Why are we attack moving? I don't know. It's just fun.
I'll be right behind you.
Like I'm playing League of Legends or something. Playing Diablo 5? Blizzard wish they had Diablo 5, I bet. All right. Couple quests to turn in.
I see.
Hopefully this is a crap ton of XP.
Wanna try your luck? Stay safe out there.
That's another quest.
Go on then.
So we have to get a ledger from the library and then something else.
You,
Elder Gaspar.
I can sense that you have a shard of the Epoch.
So remember, we were helping out a guy called Gaspar.
Who are you?
This is the future version of Gaspar.
I see.
In the Void Realm.
We have relied on the power of our shard for ages, always assuming the others were lost. And it seems only tapping into a fraction of its potential. You were brought forward in time by the shard. If you want to return to your time, we will need to use them together. if the void does not consume us first.
See, so that's kind of why we have to take care of the void while we're here.
Elder Panyon is an expert at using the shard. He can weaponize it against the void. I have received word that his study is under attack. We may be out of time.
Oh no.
Everyone here is either
not
too
Panyon
old or too injured to go warn Elder Panyon, except for you. Please, find him and have him return here before something terrible happens. Please,
he's fine.
Take these idols.
Don't worry
with
about
you.
him.
An idol of Logon to guard you against chaos, and one of Eterra to guide you home, wherever that may be. The gods have long left this world, but their memory will give you comfort. Be safe, traveler.
So the other customizable aspect of this game, you had your passives, you had your skill tree on your skills. Your character also has idol slots. Idols are these blue things. You can equip them in like whatever Tetris formation you can, but you can't spin them. So I'm gonna grab the chance to ignite, because that seems to be what we're doing pretty well on. That's gonna go in storage. Well, is it 2 vitality? I feel like I should just sell it, to be honest.
Yes.
All right. Still keeping those just in case we go with a fire skill. I'm pretty sure we won't, but just in case.
We have little time. Please find
So I have a bunch of games on my PS5 that like I'm telling myself I will eventually go back and play them. Every day time goes by and I have not gone back to play them. One is Strangers of Paradise, one is Forspoken, one is Sonic Frontiers, one is Sonic... Is it Sonic Lost World that had a remaster? No, Lost World was the Wii U game, I think. Sonic Colors. Sonic Colors Ultimate. That's the one that I have. And I played a decent amount of it, but didn't finish it. I have a really bad problem about not finishing games. And I hope I'm not alone.
I cannot do that.
Like, I would love to somehow do a marathon and just finish every game I own, but by the time I do that, there's gonna be another game that comes out. Forspoken wasn't half bad. Played it a couple months ago. I actually enjoyed my time with it. What really happened is that in Forspoken, I went into a dungeon, which I think was an optional dungeon. And at the end of it was this like Leviathan boss. It's basically a sea serpent. And like, this wasn't just like a little worm. This was like a full sea serpent. And you're fighting on islands that break. And I was like, wait, this fight is actually incredible. And that was the last thing I did in Forspoken. Ooh. First unique. +1 to swipe. So this is for the druid, I think. Every 3 seconds, your next swipe does lightning damage, increased lightning and cold. Pretty sure swipe is for a different character. That's so sad. And I don't know.
I cannot do that.
If my chest is shareable with my characters. I chose solo self-fund. And I want to say that the chest is shared between all your characters. Actually going back and wrapping up some of the stuff that you missed. Stuff that you missed as in games you don't have. Are we done here? We're actually done here, but I need to go up. Let's go back first. If we can turn in some quests, get some XP, I'd rather do that now.
These items might be your best bet. Good luck out there. We all need it now.
Amulet. Oh, I remember using this thing. This gives you a 100% crit, but it's only occurring like every 4 seconds. When you don't have it, you basically don't crit at all. And I remember using it for a while, but I don't think you're really supposed to stick with it. Because I think we have crit rate on some other things now. I think it might be a bad idea. Like if I was playing a build that didn't have crit built in, I'd do it. I mean, then again, it's been 4 seconds of combat and I haven't crit once. There's one crit. All right, I think we wear it. We're losing out on some physical damage. Oops. Some attack speed. But the crit. Think of the crit. Boom. Look at that. Every 4 seconds, we're gonna pop off. Ow. Okay, so we got our last point of cooldown reduction on our movement skill. We unlocked multi-strike. Gives you armament. Each stack of armament summons a sword to strike a nearby enemy. But I think... Wow, I was getting beat on. I think you have to have a sword to use that. Doesn't say it requires a sword. I didn't run this before. Armament stacks. Does not cost MP. Has crit. Created swords. If the swords are minions, I would assume that multi-strike is like a minion-based attack. Each additional sword is replaced with a spear, which stabs. Has no effect if it becomes an axe. This also looks like it's not elemental. Each sword is replaced with smite. That's actually what we're going to be running later. Interesting. Oh my god, I'm so far away. So if I respec, I get 2 points. We're gonna lose our ignite, but then we end up with the potential to have smite, like later on. And I've never played multi-strike before, so maybe it'll be fun. As long as it works with spear. Remove spent points of your choosing in the skill tree. Each point removed will reduce the skill's level by 1. If above the minimum skill level, level up the skill as normal to spend those points again. Despecialize, remove all skill points. This allows you to level up a new skill in its place at the minimum level. So this was talking about when it comes to like changing stuff around. Did positioning matter for crit? It shouldn't. I just happen to have a mandatory crit every 4 seconds. Armament stacks last longer and grant you additional melee physical. You have additional armor. The block effectiveness isn't very good because we're not doing that. When you retaliate with multi-strike swords. Oh, you have a chance to retaliate on block. We're just going here for the smite. I hope we didn't just throw. All right, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, don't worry about that. That was the mandatory crit we talked about. That doesn't mean it was good. I'm just poking them. Oh, so when I poke them, there's like shadow swords that come out. And I guess if you keep the stacks up, maybe this is better than Reeve. Because like this whole build is about movement. So I could probably maintain the stacks better than like any other character typing who would be doing this. Simply because I have the movement. Ow. Spell. Offhands. Axe. Okay. Skill tree is really cool and diverse. That's probably the best part about this game. And I haven't even found a unique weapon that does something off of like lunge or spears or throw. I haven't found one yet. But I've only been playing the game for 10 hours over the weekend, and now we're at 1.0, so all that got reset. So Panion it's not here.
I cannot do that.
See, I could just maintain the 2 stacks. Kind of wish I could get more stacks though.
I cannot do that.
It's not as strong as Reeve, but it's lower level. Help! Let's take care of this thing. I don't know, I like my character. I don't know what other people are playing. I feel like I'm cooking a little bit. That's the whole point of these kind of games. You gotta cook. Alright. Rogue stuff. Move speed, health regen. We'll skip it. All right. So we found Panion's his students. They were corrupted by the void. Probably not a good sign.
Students were corrupted. Elder Panion was here but a moment ago.
He took the shard.
The shard. I fear the void is manipulating him. You must intercept Elder Panion before the void claims him and seizes the shard. Please, stop him.
All right. So we finished this off. We cannot get that. You gain health and mana when you directly use attacks. That's actually really good for us. Oh, Smite's level 20. I want to say we can use Smite.
Gods be with you.
Off the skill, off multi-strike.
Stay safe.
Even in the situation where we're not level 20 yet. We're kind of zooming, I think. I don't know what the expected time is to get through this stage of the game, but I think we're actually making really good progress. XP statue. What's this? Oh, wow. There's just free stuff? I don't think I've ever seen this before. Wasting my XP. Just grab that. That throws out a javelin, which I don't even have unlocked yet, when doing lunge. Like, you can kind of see it. See how I broke that behind it? I'm literally throwing out a javelin forward when I lunge now. I want to say that does throwing damage. And it hits. The 1, 2, 3 from Rive was so much cooler than this. But I will admit, having Smite at the very end of my attack, my skill tree, it's very attractive. I feel like they reduced the number of item drops. I think I remember, like, staring at items for a lot longer. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because one of the issues of ARPGs is just having constant items on the ground that you're probably guaranteed to not look at. Oh, yeah. I can see the swords attacking stuff around me. So we technically have AoE, but it definitely feels weird compared to the 1, 2, 3 spin. So I was saying, does that thing have a hitbox? I can't lunge to it. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's like half my damage is lunge. What am I supposed to do? Line them up and then lunge off of an ad? Like that? Technically, that's working. Kind of hilarious. Oh, my swords I don't think can hit it. It's kind of hard to tell. All right. So we're leading into this thing. We need 2 points. So at least we're getting tankier. When you have 0 stacks of armament, you have an additional sword when you use multi-strike, as if you had 1 stack. Interesting. So I guess 1 poke equals 1 smite. Whoa! I didn't really talk about what was happening here. So we fought that worm. The worm broke the bridge to get to the other side of the canyon. However, there's a time rift here. We're using the time rift to go... Are we forward in time? No, we went back in time. We went back like 7,000 years into the cave where it's like lava and dinosaurs. And then we're gonna pop out the other side. Wow, I killed that dinosaur with the javelin off lunge. See, that just died off at distance. We're cooking. I promise you, this build's cooking. Ooh, get one tapped? That's mine. Okay. So now we go back. Oh, I probably should have looked over here. This is trippy. Yeah, so now we're on the other side of that portal. Maybe I can just do this. It's an ancient era, ancient cavern. It's like the same waypoint. Yeah. That's cool. Just make sure I didn't miss something over here. Okay, now the lunge is starting to crack people. Once we get lunge does damage along its path, it's gonna be sick. Really? There was nothing here. What happens if I town portal in here? I go back to Ruined Era? Yo, Raccoon, good to see you. How's the game so far? Big fan. We haven't gotten my build fully online yet.
Gods be with you. Stay safe.
So you all are still like kind of just seeing the makings of the build. Alternate leveling path. This route will bypass many areas but requires access to and completion of lightless arbor. I've never done dungeons in this game. I don't even know what this is. I guess after we do armory, I'll probably get path this way, and then maybe we try that. I wonder if that's new for 1.0. I've seen dungeons in this game before, but I've never seen that icon for alternate leveling path.
Stand down, die.
It's so different from having the spin attack. But I do think this is actually better. Eventually, we'll be using our MP. I know it doesn't look like we're doing anything with MP yet, and we're not. But I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. I did not mean to go into this. Oops. The door hitboxes are very big. Or maybe like the average person. Oh my god, the monsters despawn. The average person isn't doing all this click moving. Well, whatever was here is it's gone now. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe we would have just wasted our time. Maybe we would have died if I had sat there and just fought those. Survive the void. Oh my god, that's so satisfying. So like, even though I don't attack everything along the path I travel, every monster behind the thing I'm lunging at is getting popped. And we have cooldown reduction on lunge. Whoa! Wait, where'd the people go? Take that. And some of those. I don't know how strong the lava is. We have reach. 10 damage a tick for standing in lava. Oh, let me show you all rebuke. Wait, that actually did a crap ton. Because we got the mandatory crit. Is that 2,000 damage? For standing in lava? It's basically this. But we did it in the lava. Shoot, I've been sleeping on that skill? Is that what you're telling me? Melee damage, physical damage, chance to bleed on hit. That's so much better. We're going from 181 to 280. We can add to it. Chance to stun on melee. Seven forging potential remaining, but I can't level this up anymore. All right. Got a little something out of it. Oh, is this crafting tutorial that we literally just did?
Take care of yourself.
Okay. I know what I'm doing. I'm glad they have tutorials in this game, because sometimes ARPGs are really bad about tutorials. See, 156, if you aren't just eating damage. Stun duration, resistance. Oh, wow. Line them up. We can go this way. I'm very curious how the smite's gonna look. I believe smite is single target at base value. All right. Oh crap, we don't have it yet. You have to do this first. It's like some wasted points here to get the cool thing. Regenerates health. These things are really tanky, despite me just getting a damage buff on a new weapon. Sheesh. They're like mini bosses on their own. Maybe I need to start adding damage. I'm gonna do the strength and resistances. adds armor, reduces the damage you take from nearby enemies. And then this is all block stuff down here.
Too heavy.
Uh-oh. So just like another ARPGs, your inventory is only so big. You gotta move stuff around to make it fit. You can't spin stuff. No full Tetris. It's baby Tetris. Just place the block in the square hole. That's all you got. I was about to say, these things are too tanky and that just aggroed more. Like I said, you could skip, but I really want my XP. If I was using like a mage or something, where it's just lightning bolt, then sure, I'd skip, because like lightning bolt's not gonna change. But I need my level ups.
Gods. Terra, watch
Okay, so that was the quartermaster. Just one shot at that thing. Endurance while channeling Warpath, which we're not playing.
Too heavy.
There's a potential that you can get rid of it though. All right. Let's go through here, sell, see if we can turn that armor into something better. It's crafting. We don't care for this thing, endurance while channeling Warpath, but perhaps modifies the outcome of a craft when upgrading. It will randomly change into something else. Unfortunately, I can't level that up. I mean, if I can get physical back, maybe this is still better. It's like worse physical resistance. That's funny. A little bit of void. All right. Inventory is super full.
Gods be with you. Stay safe.
Yes?
This is gonna be the game, I think. You guys see what endgame looks like, though. Really, these kind of games really depend on how good their endgame is. The loop that keeps you playing. Can't believe we got these. Is that the same thing? No. All right. We're playing offline mode. Funny enough, the offline mode actually has a pause when you press escape, which is like unheard of.
Greetings.
What do you know about time rifts? It's like everyone knows about the time rifts here in the Void era.
Do not dwell on regrets.
Okay, so we have to go here. But weirdly enough, it says I have a quest down here. Search for other time rifts. Reach the lower district. Located beyond the armory. I would imagine this leads to the woods. Oh, we can't do that yet. Okay. I think I get it. Alright, let's head back. Back in my day, we farmed Mephisto and we liked it. As that's the only thing you had was Mephisto and Uber Lilith. I mean, to be fair, Path of Exile has many, many years of progress. So it's perhaps unfair to compare that to Diablo 4. Oh, this was an elite enemy. It's an uncommon enemy. I think all of these Void Fuse have been uncommon. We're just moving. Oh no, Panion! Leave me, run, I feel myself changing. Wait, I do no damage. What's missing here? Damage-wise. That didn't look very impressive. Ooh, that's not worth. Ooh, 1200 crit. We do damage. It just like you don't see the damage right away. You gotta wait for it. Did he say kill me? Hammer throw does an unusual amount of damage, I feel.
If only it hadn't taken his mind as well.
Fire damage, melee crit. This should be stronger. Oh, level 16. We're close enough. Okay, so we got another shard. And it opened a time gate. Weren't we supposed to get that and go back? We're now in end of time, unknown year. We're here now. Oh, did I lose that quest? Ancient Hunt? That's like super far. Interesting.
You seem a little disoriented. First time here, traveler.
What is this place?
This is what is left of your timeline, and many others. Welcome to the end of time. Don't act so surprised.
I mean, does this mean we failed?
Countless other travelers have come and gone from here. I must have looked that surprised my first time as well. Most of them don't last much longer. Jumping around timelines is a dangerous hobby. If you want a better chance, you should find your friend, Gaspar. He might be kind enough to show you how to tap into your true potential.
So remember, we met Gaspar like at the beginning of the game.
Stay safe.
And now we're finding like another Gaspar in the end of time. My character looks sick though. Even just to start off with. I have nothing. But it doesn't look like I have nothing.
You've woken up. That's good. I'm sure you have many questions. I see you've spoken with the armor-clad woman.
All right, so basically what Gaspar talks about is that there are alternate versions of yourself that have all come to end of time. Like end of time is like where a bunch of timelines converge together. Gaspar, having been here for so long, can teach you how to harness the power that your other selves have gotten thus far.
If you allow me,
and that's basically the mastery system. The mastery is like a fallen knight who's taken part of the void. A bulwark of strength and steel of someone who mastered weapons and armor, or a righteous warrior who focused on healing their allies. As I said, I'm playing the same build that I was playing over the weekend. That happens to be a paladin. We are playing solo, so you may think that, V, why would you heal allies when you're playing solo? You're gonna have to trust me. It's gonna take a second to boost up, but once we get Smite, we'll be set. Now that we have that, we also have this, a secondary mastery tree, which I'm actually missing. The last time I got to level 20. Yeah, I need more points. So I got here faster than I did on my first playthrough, which is really funny. We need Smite. But there's stuff in here like resistances, attunement, which is like intelligence, healing effectiveness, divine bolts on hit, blind enemies, lightning projectiles. There's fire in here too, which is what we're ultimately gonna go is fire.
I see that you are still you. That strength will be necessary if our world,
yeah, so we need to be this strong
to have any hope.
In order to do literally anything using these shards. Okay, so we got Smite. We need 5 more levels to start leveling up Smite. You could potentially like bring Smite in now to get points for it, but I don't think you do that. Again, the way how the game works is that you can level up each skill individually, but they don't keep their XP. You only have the 5 slots, so we won't get access to the next slot until a couple more levels from now. Which is funny because I feel like I am slightly different than I was over the weekend, than I was in early access.
Why, Terra? You've done it. You've returned the shard.
He's dead.
I see. Even with both of our shards, this city is lost. By reforming the Epoch,
okay, so our goal,
be able to return to your
put the
time
Epoch together.
You are
return to our own
one.
time.
Thank you.
and then
There is
start
an
from the
old
beginning
passage to the surface.
to fix everything.
I will dispel the rune that keeps it sealed. The Temple of Eterra.
May Eterra smile upon you.
Find signs of lesser refuge. Do we still have Ancient Hunt? Yes, way up there. Wow. And then, like, we're gonna pass through this thing. Still don't know what this is yet. All right. The campaign, I think, might be 10 chapters. I want to say we're in chapter 2, though I don't really know how to check it. I want to say when you get a quest. Wow, I think I'm weak. I want to say once we get a quest, it'll tell us what thing we're on. The area level is 16. So we're on par, right? So that's Smite. You can equip 2 weapons. We're not doing that. When you hit an enemy, there's a chance to throw an axe. It's only 8%. So I don't think you do that either. We're going to start building up our paladin. Increase physical, fire, lightning, physical pen, fire pen. Like basically all stats up right there. You know what I haven't seen yet? This game also has some like rogue exiles in it. Enemies that are technically a player in terms of its attacks. They're sealed up. I'm thinking I'm gonna pick this up soon. If you happen to, we have it on our Nexus store. We've had a couple of people who knew they were gonna buy the game anyway and went ahead and bought it from our store, get a little bit of a cut from doing that. So definitely thank you all for your support. It's pinned in the YouTube chat. If you're on Twitch, the Nexus store is at !Epoch. If you plan on picking this up. And that's for a Steam copy of the game.
I cannot.
Hey, we got some stuff.
I cannot do that.
Finally, we're leveling up Lunge. I feel like it's been forever since I last saw Lunge leveled up. Oh, is it just spawning crap? And so all these are gone? Give me a chance to level up. Oh, some of these have physical resistance. Okay. All right. So, what was I doing? We finished this off. We now throw a javelin whenever we do Lunge. We can increase the crit rate. Eventually, we want to go here so that Lunge hits all enemies along the path. Right now, I feel like we're kind of over heal right this moment. So part of me wants to go crit first, and then we can get hit all enemies along the way later. This is 3 points to reach that. Unfortunately, with the amulet we have, increasing crit rate is like not super impressive. So I can only crit every 4 seconds. But we will get rid of that eventually, especially if I find an amulet. I don't remember that from early access. Oh, it pauses. Let's turn our filter on. It deleted it? Oh no, it's all here. That's just gonna help me find certain stuff. I think it also hides commons. I don't really need to see commons. You gotta admit, that's very nice. Oh, we got a new skill. We now have Holy Aura. When I activate the aura, I do like 50% more damage and get more healing. I know Paladin looks like it's a party class, and like technically it is. Your party could be minions. Doesn't have to be people.
The cultists had a philosophy.
Ooh, new cutscene.
The void transcends reality, and by embracing it, so could they. After all, this world was gone. If they devoted themselves to despair, would it welcome them? A form of hope. Desperate, worthless in the end.
It's gross. It's not even like a zombie. It just turned into like a walking tentacle monster. Oh, we are now in chapter 3. Okay. Okay. I wonder what the speedrunners are at right now. Oh, this is the ulti path. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to see the ulti path. This route will bypass many areas, but requires access to and completion of Lightless Arbor. Requires access to Lightless Arbor and completion. But how do you get to Lightless Arbor to complete it? Right? It's like, how do you get the 10 years of experience on the entry-level job? It might be... It says completed, though. Sash... At this point, like, I will probably have to replace things because our armor rating is going to be really low. I still need a bunch more shards. I feel like I could probably make an amulet that's better than our unique. Preferably, I'd rather find an amulet that has crit on it, and then I won't have to worry about the, like, guaranteed crit. What's that? My armor's shredded. Ooh, do we get smite? All right. Smite cast this way costs its full mana. So we are no longer doing little swords whenever you do this. Now a smite should be called that. Okay. Okay, we're cooking a little bit. That's an SP spender too. We've been waiting to spin SP. Smite is also a fire spell. Scales off attunement. +8 fire spell damage. 23% chance to cast fire aura on kill with a fire skill. If we could... Let's check the damage. 380. Okay. A little bit of a damage loss. That's because of the physical damage. You gotta get rid of the void damage. Ah, if only I could level it up. It has no forge potential. That's unfortunate. Oh, we can wear this thing now. Melee fire damage, melee crit. They'll also add slow. I could get a random on this. Oh, it still gave us a chance to slow. All right, give me some fire damage. And we are now capped out. All right, 380. 378, we lost some damage. What do we get in exchange? Healing and slow. 2% crit. Compared to bleed. I don't think you do it. Alright, so there's gonna be some situations like that. Where you're trying to make something, you want to hit good numbers. The numbers are all RNG. It's a little bit of the gameplay loop. You love hitting big numbers.
Human, can you hear me? Human, can you understand me?
Yeah.
That's good. Everyone else seems to have
I've never
lost
talked to this
themselves.
NPC before.
As soon as they woke, they started stomping about, rumbling the entire mountain with their steps. They are the
Oh,
only
the big
source of
thing
life
that we saw.
massive I can sense. So it may have been. Wait, they won't live there for long while the mountain beneath is lumbering around, causing cave-ins and avalanches. You are the only other living being that isn't acting like their head has rotted through. If you can find a way deeper into the caverns, of course. It's been so long. That could be a problem. Do not worry, though. There are clusters of pyre amber.
I don't have the
that- Yeah,
bark.
that's good then. Hurry and find a way in there so we can save the humans.
So this is a dungeon? Lightless Arbor. Each attempt in the dungeon requires a key. Dying or leaving through a portal fails the attempt. We cannot enter it because we don't have a key. Though I think I have seen keys before. It's good that we got the teleport. So, if we find a key, I will 100% try that content out. Because that seems like it could be a lot of fun. We're already cooking with the smite. We just need to maintain the stacks. How's the game? Thinking of getting it? I think the game's great. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I did play over the weekend, early access. If you're interested in the game, we do have it on our Nexus store. Oh, the smite only hits other enemies. It helps with our AoE. And eventually the smite's gonna be big. Like, that's part of our kit. Everything has void damage on it. We need fire damage. All right. Yeah, I've only ever played this character, though. I've not experimented with any of the other stuff. There's a mage class, a druid class, a ranger class, and even like on top of those, they have their own variants. So I'm just using the paladin variant of the knight class.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
Gonna say we're taking some cold damage.
I cannot do that.
Yes, I know. You can't do it. Try harder. Let's see. So Rive gives a stack. Each stack of armament causes an additional sword to strike a nearby enemy. Is there a way to make it strike my current target? Increase the stacks. Additional sword while you're at maximum stacks. And wielding a two-handed weapon. That's us. Void Cleave, we're not doing. The initial strike deals more damage. Multi-strike deals more damage per armor. You now strike twice, but the full attack takes significantly longer. Improves multi-strike's base crit. Consume mana per stack to refresh the existing stacks and create additional swords per stack. There might be a world where we end up spending too much mana with all of the smites going off. Deals more damage at max. They can strike enemies further away. If a sword kills an enemy, it will create an additional sword to strike another enemy that cannot be triggered again. It doesn't look like it can hit your current target. So once we fill out this side, I think we're already done with this side, really. Multi-strike attacks repeated by your echoes. That's Void Knight. So we have that already. We could go up to get the two-handed piece. And then from there, you just go down to get crit rate and then consume mana for even more stacks. I feel like it's gonna be too much mana use. I just really wish it hit my current target. That's like the only thing that's like kind of not great about it. For the world? Either way, the damage seems legit thus far. And as soon as I get to level 20, we can start leveling up the smite itself, and that's going to be massive. And like the entire build will basically turn into smite. Lunge smite. Like we're not casting smite ourselves. We do attacks and smite comes out. Might be better.
I cannot do that.
Mana, health, regeneration, 100 armor. Yes, please. If you're familiar with Path of Exile, you'll know that resistances matter a lot. Eventually that will be a thing. This character has a lot of resistances built in, so we should be fine for a long time. You'll know when you need resistances, because you'll start dying. Okay, we got Javelin. Oh, how do I level up Smite if I need to level up Javelin? We gotta do Smite after.
I cannot do that.
I think when I initially did this,
I cannot do that.
I deactivated my right trigger skill. So like by level 20, we dropped whatever was here. We put in Smite Javelin. But now we won't get smites off of this. And I feel like that's fun. Either way, we need to get level 20. At level 20, we'll bring in Javelin. And then we have to figure out, do we ditch multi-strike to invest in Smite? Even though multi-strike will no longer do Smite because we opted out of it. I was doing Rive, because Rive seemed good.
I cannot do that.
.56 armor. See, some stuff has resistance built in, but we're getting bad gloves so far. Oh, we need 2 points. All right, we're cooking. So the whole point of games like this is to cook.
I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
I'm sure people already have guides out there. What's the best build to start last Epoch? I haven't looked at a single guide for this game yet. I'm not saying that guides are bad. 56 armor, a little bit of strength, some resistances. I have not felt as though I need a guide yet. I'm sure it's gonna happen at some point. Ow?
Cannot do that.
I'm getting shredded and bled over here.
Too heavy.
And then everything we're finding is like not spears. All the axes, all the staves you could ever want. Yo, Zest, welcome, welcome.
You cannot hide.
That wasn't that bad. And we're already at another level. So I just want to change one quick thing. Can I give this a background? Oh, yeah. All right.
Greetings.
Like I said, I had to play this offline because I felt like I need to have some info already.
Greetings. Farewell.
First looks of these games are great, but I think there's just something about when the person knows a little bit about the game already that just seems so much nicer. Huh. Can I get some new gloves? I really, really use new gloves. Health gain on potion use. Lose 21 health. I think we're fine on health at this point because I heal. And then this thing, I can't get rid of the void. So I think it has to get sold, which is very sad. All right. Seems like a Diablo-like. What class are we working with right here? So this is the Sentinel. It's like your basic knight archetype. The Sentinel can turn into a Void Knight, a Forge Master, or a Paladin. The Void Knight has void attacks, obviously. It has this echo thing where I think maybe a shadow comes out and does an echo of a skill. The Forge Master is a minion character. It summons swords and armor, like enchanted swords and armor. And then the Paladin is the healing, smite, and fire character, even though Forge Master has some fire. Void Cleave. I don't believe we're doing that in this setup. I think we're here to find something to kill. Once we're level 20, we'll be able to start working on Javelin. And Javelin, once we get that done, that is like when the build starts.
I cannot do that.
We'll have Javelins that come out. We already have Javelin that comes out when we do lunch. That's already happening. It looks like that. That Javelin is going to change. So if you have already gotten used to it, I apologize, but I promise you it's going to be even better. Weird square. Looks like a bug. It's this thing. Void Centipede. Oh, was that a block for me? Can I block without a shield? I can start using my W. For you is an altar made by a cultist who lived on the docks. A large cultist has been crucified with a glowing object embedded in the chest. Within the object, you see swirls of speckled light, almost like stars. This must be the symbol of hope. I don't know if you should be touching that. Vertical strike chance. Can add a lot of stuff to it. Fire damage. It's physical damage in here. It is. And then probably just some resistances. Whatever we have the lowest of. We're low on poison and necrotic. Let's get a little bit of poison resistance. A little bit of necrotic. Oh, is that the same as poison? I would expect to see two different things. Yeah, it's not the same thing, so I must not have any necrotic. Again, you could just do this on the fly, which is really fun. A little more health. Even more health. This is missing one. Attunement would level up the smite. Smite also does fire damage, so I feel like you're better off scaling the fire. 8% damage. Oh, it doesn't scale outright off fire. That's interesting. Void damage, strength is in here. We'll do one attunement. I don't mind. So yeah, this kind of stuff is very, very easy to get into. Sometimes I'm just looking to see, like, what can I just put a point into? Like, anything that has an up arrow, that's a stat I actually care about. Very, very easy. Vertical success. And like, I'm not worried too much about blowing through all my shards because you will get a lot after some time. Looking forward to see how much they've improved controller support. It was pretty raw at first. I assume you mean in a negative fashion. Are we done here? I think the only one of these kind of games I played on controller was Diablo 3 on PlayStation. That PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4? That played really well on controller, in my opinion.
Who are you?
Let me know your story. I can kill him. So there's a quest up here. Is there a quest in the camp?
Greetings. Farewell.
We're still looking for the relics. Huh. It makes it look like it's in this town. I don't think it is, though. Diablo 4 has flawless controller support. You point since I can't log in yet. Into this game, or you can't log into Diablo 4? Assuming you would want to log into Diablo 4. So we're going to make a lot of jokes about Diablo 4. If you're playing Diablo 4 right now, please don't think I'm insulting you. I really enjoy making fun of games. I don't know why. It does something for me. Makes me feel better about myself. Oh my god, I'm melting. What in the world did that much damage to me? I guess we'll start working for Blade Stream. I know I said I was gonna wait, but it's worth it. Last Epoch. Yeah, they were having login issues. So right now we're playing offline mode. Which technically you may not want to play offline mode, but I think I do. That's a good helmet, I think. Just give it some more... I feel like we don't really need health. Almost rather it be armor. All right. Gotta go online to play with friends. Yeah, I'm doing this, what they call character. It's a different terminology here, but it's basically solo self-funded. I cannot trade with other players and I cannot party with them. And I'm also playing offline too, so I can't interact with other players either. It's a common way to do hardcore, because it's essentially a harder way to play these games, is when only you can find gear. But of course, if you're playing with friends, sometimes... A matter of fact, today I already found a unique item that I would have loved to put on like someone else's character. It's a warbear looking unique piece. But it's basically gonna go to waste. It's gonna get sold to an NPC. I think we're here for the blue quest. The yellow quest is probably telling me to go back to town. That's so nice. right. Throwing damage, necrotic damage, stun resistance. Probably replace this one.
I can't wear this.
Oh, wait, what? There we go. Okay. So we have unlocked the good. Of course, there are things like healing hands. If you do want to play a party paladin, you can certainly do so. Healing hands did not have specialization in early access, but has really easy stuff in here. Like when you hit an enemy, chance to cast healing hands. A portion of its cooldown is recovered. When channeling healing hands, call down a beam from the sky. When you cast healing hands, get a health globe. All kinds of stuff in here, even if you're playing solo, because you could be doing these on minions if you really want to. Instead, we are going javelin. With javelin, we want to go over here. This turns the javelin into a flag. Rather than like shooting out a missile, it's a flag that will fall down from the sky. Ultimately, the flag will cause smite to target nearby enemies. That's the ultimate goal here. Wow, we already got it. So eventually, once we get down here, we have to make the decision on do we opt out of multi-strike and opt into smite, which honestly, I think I do. Part of me thinks I should just do it now, as a matter of fact. Just to start working on the XP. It's just I won't see it until javelin. Keep pressing the wrong buttons, my bad. I won't see smite until javelin gets 2 more points. So I honestly think I don't swap yet. We're done here. But it's like this part of the game to me is super fun because you're trying to figure out what kind of interactions are most important for me. Personally, I need to smite. Weren't we just in here? Oh, it's probably going a different direction. So we went to the right. It probably wants us to go to the left. Okay. I was about to say, it makes sense. So this is now our thing. We call down the flag, and now we're in this, like, buff. The buff doesn't do too much beyond defenses just yet, but eventually it's gonna do more. I think we changed this to javelin. So I can do javelin manually if I need to. Because sometimes, like, I'll do the gap close, walk forward, and I won't have javelin ready. A lunge. I won't have lunge ready. Maybe I don't. Because it doesn't look like it's on cooldown for very long at all. Because we invested in cooldown reduction. Oh, crap. I did the wrong thing. Remove spent points of your choosing in the skill tree. I think there's an NPC that does it and gives you the skill point back. We're not keeping this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But it still helps us with our initial leveling. Imagine walking.
I cannot do that.
All I want to do is lunge to the next enemy. I don't want to have to walk.
Stand down or die.
Once we get more points into the flag, you all are in for a treat. It's going to be so good. The build's already cooked. We don't have all the pieces yet, but I promise you, this thing is cooked. Sanity in the darkness. How can I see my quests? Acquire the phylactery. Assist Welrun's denizens. We gotta make sure we do those. I don't think it's possible to, like, miss them. But I'm a little weirded out that it's not, like, simply an NPC that's in town. Alright, this is like a skeleton. I want us to help it get out of this. Oh, it has the P thing. The P organ. Alright. So that quest is here. Maybe a bug. Like, it shouldn't be highlighting the town, because it's definitely not in town.
I cannot do that.
If you're wondering, what does it look like to simply cast Smite? Like, manually cast it? Looks just like that. Only 60 damage. Compared to doing a 1,600 crit, one javelin. And that's because we haven't invested into Smite yet. I got melted. I don't know. Like, that to me is incredibly fun. It's like a mix between Zen Zhao and J4. If I was using the other basic attack, it would be more Zen Zhao. And there is literally a Jarvan 4, like, toss down the flag and then dash to it. They do have that in this game.
I cannot do that.
Our wave clear is nasty right now. We were complaining about that earlier, but not anymore. Alright. Melee attacks have a chance to ignite. Whenever you hit an enemy with a melee attack, there's a 20% chance to cast a Divine Bolt. Health and healing. When you block, you cast Holy Symbol on yourself. But I'm not trying to invest into block. That's a one and done. Alright, doors open. Return to the cultist camp. Even though I just opened it. Did we, like, open a door to get in? Okay, that's cool. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm picking up what the game's putting down. They're setting up a ritual site just up ahead. They're waiting for me.
Farewell.
Assist Welren's denizens. So that must not be a quest that you can do somewhere else. It's just part of this, like, overall area's quest. Lesser Refuge. Find the signs of the Lesser Refuge in the Shattered Valley. So I think we're on track quest-wise. I was just a little worried that we might be losing quests somehow. Chat, we'll be doing this for another 30 minutes or so. We do have Wholesome Burst live today. So about like 5 p.m. Eastern, we'll close this. I won't be playing it offline. Day 2, I will do again on live stream. So I think you all are going to enjoy seeing how this build works out.
Yes.
Have them right here. Now observe, the souls trapped in the P organ are scared of us. Scared of the oblivion of the void. See how they strain, reaching for the symbol of hope? And we free them, right? The final piece is the void scours that hope from this world. Our bodies will be used as sacrifice, and that we may become one. Crap. Oh my god, that did 10%. I might be able to take that lightning. Oh, that's fun. If it summons ads, the ads just die to smite. Oh wow, that did no damage. I'm telling you, all of our damage is in lunge. And the javelin that comes down. Ooh, unique? We're going down here. We want battle standard, now cast smite. And once I get this, I will actually yeet multi-strike. And we will no longer have multi-strike. It's a shield. Gain soul charges on kill. At 5 soul charges, cast soul eruption. Well, yet another that I cannot use. Can I craft this into a rare? With like good stats? Doesn't have a lot of forge potential. We want crit chance. Melee damage. It's locked. I can't put anything else on it. It's like RNG, basically. How many things you can try. Until I get more scrolls, and the scrolls give me a chance to not take away the potential. I'm like, what, 1 point away from smite? On javelin? Yeah, 1 point away, and then we start adding frequency. The quest down here? 2 quests. Let's do this one first. Enter the time rift and find signs of the lesser village. Oh, they got destroyed. 2,000 damage crit. We just gotta get rid of this amulet. Explore the caves under the Shattered Valley. You can kind of see the divine missile going out. It's like, I actually don't think it's very good at all. I think I should probably not run it, but it's a one and done. After the 1 point of it, you don't have to worry about it anymore. Unfortunately, javelin's on the cooldown, so I can't just walk and throw javelins manually. What's this?
I cannot do that.
So it does that, which is like decent, but it's on the cooldown, so I have to do melee attacks sometimes. Again, like, you can dash to it too. We don't have that tech yet. I wasn't running it because I never needed it, but it's definitely fun to think about. Vertical strike chance 29%. I'm willing to bring this in if we can get good stuff on it. Fire damage. No physical damage, huh? We could randomize it. And try to maybe hit physical. Dang, that still didn't hit. And then what? Probably be a resist of some kind. Right now we're down on lightning and physical. Our physical's really bad. That's basically like monsters that do physical damage. They might be piercing through our defenses. I just don't happen to have any. We'll just have to heal up. Alright, that's all I can do. It's kind of not great. Let's try this for a bit, see how it feels. I know it feels weird to take off a unique, but that unique locks us into 1 crit every 4 seconds. But we already have crit rate on lunge, so the hope is that we can now crit more often.
I cannot do that.
Than for 1 per second, not 1 per second, 1 per 4 seconds. Sorry, it's so much to think about. We're getting the crits. So I think ultimately you want to get rid of it. And then Smite itself can level up crit rate. Oh my god, whatever is in this cave is very, very far. See, I don't mind killing stuff because I move pretty quickly anyway. And a lot of these are one-shots. And it's like 1 poke gives me smite on all of them. Damage, resistances. This is more elemental resistance, and it's attunement, which is smite damage. You have additional strength when you deal, and you deal increased fire damage if you hit an enemy with a melee attack recently. So we're gonna be doing this. At least the 1 point. The fire is smite. So you can kind of see, like, the stuff is cooking. Smite is our fire. We're gonna have ignite at some point. We're gonna have heal tech. We have the flag, the stars and stripes. This area is massive. Click. Okay, so this is Lost Refuge. And then there's a time rift that we need to find somewhere. Which is down here. Look at that. Feels good, man. Once we get more smites out, my god. Ow! My life? Half my health gone? Yeah, I'm curious if I was like a mage or something, would that have killed me? Alright, we got smite generator. Let me show it first. It's slow right now. Dang, maybe I... Shoot. It's a little slow. Do I really want to swap and level up smite now? What we want out of smite is this down here. Smite deals significantly more damage and costs us health to use it. Remember, I'm a paladin, so I heal myself. It's just we don't do a lot of smites this early in the game. If I was level 35, it'd be a non-issue. But like once we get the frequency up, we're gonna be smiting basically all the time. And it's gonna cost HP to do it, which is perhaps the best part. Critical strike chance, necrotic damage. Probably worse. Alright, lunge. One more point of this. Soon we'll have blade stream. Just check Discord real quick. Make sure no one in Wholesome Versus changed anything. Okay. Alright, frequency. So all of our next points are going into frequency. I feel like once we get 1 point in frequency, we swap. V, you told us you would swap earlier. I know, but now I feel like it's not casting as quickly as I remember it. Trust me, I want to swap. Take the tome. Trust me, the last thing I want to do is keep the build the same. So we can go here now. Find the portal. Somewhere on this map. The flow of the maps is actually very nice. I definitely prefer this over like Diablo 4's open world. It kind of gives each area some identity to it. Get destroyed. Oh, the portal's right there. Did I just walk? No, I must have come from that door to get to this area. Whee! We haven't had time travel in a little bit. So that noise. I wonder if they nerfed the rogue exiles, because I haven't seen one this entire time. And definitely when I first did this, we are in ancient era right now. We're in the past. Oh, yeah. So if you all haven't realized, we don't fire out the javelin forward anymore on lunge. So we used to like pop a bunch of monsters at one time by just doing lunge. Now we technically don't.
Too heavy.
But if they're close to each other, the flag comes down and just smashes them. So now I have 3 stacks to cast Smite. Part of me wonders if, like, you keep this thing. Because, like, it's doing Smite. Sorry, I have a speaker behind me that's just telling me now that it's lost all its battery. Okay, all good. One point, and we will swerve. And then at least by then, like, I can get a feeling of it and decide, like, would I rather keep what we were doing or swap? And then I'll probably play Rive. I feel like it should be called Reeve. It's an attack that has a spin to it, so I think Reeve just makes sense. Rive sounds like kind of weird. Not sure what you want to do, but I think keeping multi-strike to get more smites would be good. But we're not scaling the smite yet. And, like, I think that's the most entertaining part, is scaling up the smite itself. And the only way to do that is to either A, get to level 35. Yeah, we're actually not smiting one single target. We only smite on other targets. The smite that's coming down right now is for my flag. Which is like kind of low frequency. I'm stuck. Crap. If only I could dash to my flag. My dash is on such a short cooldown. We don't need that. Damage over time, ignite. It's gonna be hard to replace the spear we have right now. Rive means to split or tear. And is it pronounced Rive? And not Reeve? Quick travel. Would you like to return to your previous time and location? No, right? Because we need to go here. I do agree the multi-strike does look good right now. Oh, I guess I could have gone back to my own time. We have to go past the portal. You can just right-click nodes on the map and travel. TIL.
I cannot do that.
Yeah, so see, they're getting stricken. It doesn't do a lot of damage yet because the smite has not been leveled up. But I'm telling you, when I level it up and it costs my own health to cast it, it's gonna be great. And then, yeah, by level 35, we can go back to multi-strike.
I cannot do that.
There's even something where, like, you can have the flag picked up by an enemy. Like, if someone walks over it, the flag is basically stuck into the enemy. It's like they're walking with smites being cast on them while I just walk away. It's cool in theory, but usually I have to jump to a new monster and I take the flag with me when I do that. Everything is minions. Sick.
Too heavy.
That's fine. We just hit this button, transfer materials, and now I can pick it up. It even has a nice animation to it. Melee cold damage. Pretty much the only monsters you have to worry about dropping items are rare monsters. Monsters with the yellow name. So even if you walk away and let them die to smite, you won't see anything that you necessarily want to pick up. I gotta do it. I gotta swerve out of this. And then we'll just go with Rive. Reeve means to plunder or steal? No, it's like Reeve like you're a Reaver. It's like cleave, except bloody or something. Isn't Reeve in Slay the Spire as a multi-hit attack from Ironclad? Almost there. Okay.
Stand down or die. I cannot do that.
Okay, we got frequency. Now, we're gonna do the unexpected. We're gonna respec. Out of multi-strike. Despecialize. We get 4 points to work with on smite. Those 4 points are all going into sacrifice. Well, 2. Eventually, sacrifice is gonna cost like 10% of my HP for every smite. It costs a little bit less. So what, 8%? And then we'll get crit chance and crit damage. Oh, I need this too. I need 1 point in fissure. Alright, I know you all are thinking, V, you're throwing the game, but you gotta understand, it's gonna be good. This is how we scale. This is how we ramp. Oh, we gotta get rid of this skill. Oh, wow, this does 0 damage. I think you go back to this. This does 500, this does 330. Yeah, I need 1 point in fissure. And then the build will take off. Not a copium, by the way.
Not do that.
Smite itself scales off of attunement, not strength, and it's also a fire skill. Reaver would be a thief. The card is called Cleave. Oh, is that like the, not the modded version? It's like when you win, you unlock a different alternate style of the card. So it's not Reave, it's Cleave when you get the alternate. Your hits have a chance to blind enemies. I don't think I need that. We just want more melee attack. We're gonna have to put points in this eventually, too. I think, if I remember correctly, as we're going through the passives, I'll reach a point where, like, stuff is unattractive. In which case, we go with attunement. Yeah, see, I wouldn't be smiting that. Because the smite only happens on, like, the next target over. It's not the target I'm currently fighting. Like, super annoying. See, the build's cooked. Yo, Cyberheart, good to see you. The build is effectively cooked. Once I get Fissure, it'll be even better. I don't think Int does anything for me. Did I miss? I think I hit the minion. That hurt. Yeah, if I didn't have a movement skill, this would feel awful. Ooh. Wait, did that thing disappear? New spear, damage over time, ignite chance.
Too heavy.
Melee stun. It's probably worse. Is this game worth a buy? If you like ARPGs like Path of Exile and Diablo, I genuinely enjoy this game. And really, like, the enjoyment starts when you start cooking. I think there's a lot of opportunity for creativity in this one. Second point of smite. We got the fissure. Very important. Oh, we got a rogue exile here. We haven't seen one of these this entire time. Okay, so now when the smite comes down, it does like fire on the ground, which counts as burn for ignite purposes. I might need flag duration. Nice teleport, buddy. Landed right in the same spot. Okay. Experimental Greaves of Deflection. You get Ward every time you use a traversal skill. Ward is basically shield. That's huge. I gotta drop something. Drop the freaking unique. That's so sad. All right. Craft it. Apparently I can only do the one thing. Okay. All right. Looking good. Looking good. I think you can see the shield when I dash in.
Too heavy. Too heavy.
And of course, we dash a lot. So not a D4. There's no open world. Like, this is how the world looks compared to Diablo 4. The characters, it's different from Path of Exile. Like, in this game, you do have set skills. Your base character has 12. And then you have different mastery classes. Each mastery class has another 5, I think. And then each one of these has its own tree. So this is like a little close to Diablo 4, but in Diablo 4, it was just like you now get piercing on bone. My character, so this is basic lunge. Lunge can do a lot of different things. My lunge fires a javelin when I like charge in on an enemy. The javelin is flag. I have changed javelin from just a basic, I keep pressing the wrong button. From a basic javelin, I've changed it into this thing. It could be throwing out any of these if I opted into that, but I'm not. Because I want this, which is like my battle standard flag causes smite to come down. And my smite will be doing fire fissures on the ground and costs my health to cast it. But I'm a paladin and I'm healing myself. So the health cost is like negligible. Famous last words, I guess. That's the ultimate goal. Like, I don't know how long we've been streaming for, but that is what we have built thus far. Mash up a few systems, and I think they did a good job. Because it could have simply been, oh, you get smite. Smite does more damage. Smite is now fire. Oh my god. Hang on, hang on. Or like lunge. Lunge, you can go farther. When you go maximum distance, you do more damage. Like, lunge bringing down the flag was like really the kicker for me to show that you can cook in this game. That was a lot of enemies. I don't know where they all came from. Okay, we can keep going. I gotta sell. We need a portal. I guess I can port from here and probably be okay. We also have to end the segment too. Let's find a teleport. No, I think the teleport's actually in the bad spot on this map.
A great battle was lost here. Darkness is all that is left.
Oh, snap. All right, we're good. We're good. It's right here. So yeah, the smite comes down. Enemies are lit on fire while they're standing on the smite. And eventually smite heals me, I think. Even though it costs HP to do it. Can I show the HP cost? So watch my health. Never mind. All right, watch my health. I'm just gonna walk in circles. See, every time it smites, I lose a chunk. And this is level 1 smite frequency. We need to up this. Like, we're gonna max that out. Eventually... Oh, it has a percentage, so it's like 100% faster. And that's not even the max HP cost, too. We're gonna yeet our HP away to do smites. All right. But alas, we're gonna be ending our segment. Day 1, last Epoch. If you enjoyed the game, we have it on our Nexus store. It's !Nexus in Twitch chat, as well as !Epoch. We have it pinned in YouTube chat. If you buy the game there, then of course I'll get a cut from the dev team. So appreciate your support. I enjoy the game. It's actually really, really cool. And I do plan on playing it more. I enjoy it more than Diablo 4, I can say that much. But we're not going to end the stream on Twitch. For those over on YouTube land, you can continue watching the stream on Twitch by following the channel link that I'm going to post right here. We're going to be doing some Wholesome vs. Live co-op games with the homies. I believe we're doing Last Train out of Wormtown and Turbo Golf Racing today. But other than that, if you enjoyed the video on YouTube, leave a like, subscribe, etc., etc. And I'll catch you all on the Twitch stream. Day 1. Last Epoch, Spear Paladin. I think the game's legit. Like, I don't know. I hope that there's other people out there who also enjoy it. And maybe, like with other ARPGs, eventually you get to the point where, like, your setup looks really good. And that's, like, the most entertaining part. Is watching someone's full setup, like, come to fruition. But let me see how they're doing in Discord. We're gonna be hopping into Discord chat in a moment. Thinking about playing Rotwood instead of Turbo Golf Racing. I think Rotwood is from the Don't Starve devs, right? I'm almost afraid to log out. I wonder if there's a queue to get into Last Epoch. I wonder if they ever fixed online. I should maybe check that in a second. Okay, I'm gonna boot the game back up and see if it lets us connect online. I'm gonna assume that my offline character will not be compatible with this, which is like really, really weird to me. But for the most part, like, I don't think I have to worry about that. It's just a matter of, like, is it getting updates? If yes, then we're good to go. Funny that the game didn't show up. There we go. Level 1. So I have to switch to offline. That's so weird. I mean, they said there weren't too many differences between online and offline. Do I still have that in Notepad? No. Okay, so online versus offline. Bug report and support tickets are removed. Chat item linking is disabled, but you can still see chat. We couldn't see chat today because I was playing fully offline. Region selection is unavailable. Makes sense. Online character tab is hidden. Cannot return to the landing page if you select it, play offline. And you have to fully restart the application. So there's a bunch of stuff in the game as far as leaderboards go. And like, they don't say if you are locked out of leaderboards. And like, do I need to be on the leaderboard? Not necessarily, but I at least want to make sure that I can do all content. Like, I would imagine this was made for hardcore players that don't want to like die to lag. In which case, like, you don't want them to be missing out on content. And because it's hardcore, you want to have leaderboards because like that's the whole point of playing hardcore, I think. Either way, I think I like the game. I think it has my seal of approval. But that's the only character I've made. For all I know, every other character is trash besides Spear Paladin. It's good. You know, the hardest part about streaming a game like this is you're gonna want to play it offline. And unless I made another character, which maybe that is the move, I don't know how I would not want to play offline. Not gonna lie, I didn't even consider making another character until just now. All right, chat, like I said, we're gonna hop into Wholesomeverse Discord as we get ready for last train out of Wormtown. Again, big thanks to those who are here for the last Epoch segment. Would appreciate if you, well, I mean, stay if you can. You don't have to. But you might have some fun with the squad games coming up. Just gonna grab some music. I'm sure you're not gonna want to listen to the last Epoch title screen the whole time. Oh yeah, there were a bunch of conferences. There was the trailer from FromSoft, and then I guess Nintendo Switch also had something today. Is that the Trimmers game? Yes. That's what we're gonna do first, and then we'll swap over to Rotwood, I think the name is. Apparently that's a demo that I have to install. I might disconnect while downloading the demo. For some reason, that's like always an issue for me. $900 megabytes. If I disconnect for 900 megabytes, I'm gonna snap. All right, we're back. That's so weird. Like, why am I disconnecting for 900 megabytes? It makes no sense. And it's not even just Twitch. Like, my entire internet goes down when I'm trying to install a game from Steam. People said it has something to do with the amount of bits that you allow, and I capped it. I think it's capped at like 50 megabits or something. Bandwidth throttle option. Yeah, we have that set. Now, it could be the case that I have it set for some ginormous number, so I didn't actually do anything. Storage? Downloads, maybe? Yeah, okay. So, we might have some IT professionals in the chat right now. Enter limit in kilobytes per second. This is my kilobyte per second limit. Is that too much? I feel like if I bring it down by another, like, 0, it's gonna take us 9 years to install anything. Honestly, the worst part about doing Steam is if it takes a long time to install something. Kilobytes is what it says, not bit. So, like, yeah, if it was kilobit, then I'd be a little more worried. This is literally just, what, 500 megabytes? What's my normal internet download speed? I have supposedly gigabit internet. So it's like 1 gig down. At least that's what they sold me. I'm having trouble reconnecting to Discord. 50 megabyte limit should be fine. Yeah, I feel like it's not doing it. It's just not. Just having some issues connecting to Discord. Cap mine to 20 megabytes on gigabit fiber, have no issues. Going from 50,000 to 20,000? Half my speed. Ugh. I mean, I don't have to install anything right now. I'll bring it down to 25. Jeez. All right. Let's hop into Wholesome versus Discord. Hey, folks. Hey, folks. I believe we're waiting on Lawlash. Lawlash and Raps are both in Australia, so it's super early for them. I don't know what side of daylight savings time they're on right now. So it could either be 5 a.m. or it could be 6 a.m. or it could be 7 a.m.
Hello.
They have like triple daylight savings time. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with my Discord, but whenever I install a game from Steam, it kills my internet completely.
Yeah, I think there's like you can go into the Steam settings and limit the amount of bandwidth it can take. That might be something to look into.
Yeah, that's what people said. So I told them what my limit is, because I've done that already. And
okay.
My IT professionals in my chat say that should be fine.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes it's just things just don't work.
Small indie company.
Small indie company. Am I crackling by chance? Or is it fine?
You seem fine to me.
Great. Oh, very good to hear.
You actually sound a little bit deeper. You got a little bass in your voice.
I got my voice meter back. Yes. I got my voice meter back. Before it was just my pure mic unmodified in any way.
Yep.
Which, aka naked.
Same.
You know you're not supposed to hear me like this. Good morning, Raps, possibly.
Morning.
Okay,
Morning.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out Raps. Is it 5 a.m., 6 a.m., or 7 a.m.?
I'm afraid that I must answer none of these.
8 a.m.?
It changed?
One further.
9?
9 a.m., yeah.
Oh,
So
man,
the show,
I don't even feel guilty anymore.
Exactly. Depending on the daylight savings switches, the show goes between starting at 9 a.m. my time or 6 a.m. my time.
Wait. How is it a 3-hour difference?
Because it's 7. It's 7. It's not 6, sorry.
Oh.
It's
That's
just
not
I have
that
to
bad,
get up at 6.
Gotcha. Well, dang. That's hell. It's a nice start time. It's a good old
Yeah,
little
exactly.
morning.
It's much harsher for Lolash.
Yeah.
Speaking of.
I have a suspicion. I mean, you might get a surprise Lolash in a little bit. Who knows?
Do we want a rotwood sandwich?
I think. I mean, no. Based on the phrasing, no. Also, possibly the action, no. Like you're saying, like Rotwood, then some Wormtown, and then we go back to Rotwood.
I don't know how long the runs on Rotwood are, which is part of it, but
I think they're long because it's kind of
never
in the
mind
sense that it's like, in the sense that it's not necessarily like a normal roguelike. It's a little more Cult of the Lamb-y.
Gotcha.
Am I wrong?
Okay.
Am I wrong,
not,
Raps?
but it does also end after one floor in this demo.
Okay. It's fair. Okay.
So it's still like the average, I want to say about 15 to 30 on an extremely slow one.
Oh, is there much replayability, or is it?
Yeah, there's a lot of replayability because there's a lot of
good.
different weapons in it at the moment, and all the weapons have like relatively intricate different upgrade systems for themselves, as well as relatively intricate combo settings. Like it feels much more like a kind of like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Beat 'em up?
I don't play these.
Beat 'em up,
Is
action
beat 'em up what
roguelike.
I'm looking for? Like
like a double
like
dragon
a combo
or something.
based beat 'em up.
Yeah, like a double dragon or Streets of Rage or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, beat 'em up. Yar. Agreed. From what I played a year ago, from what I remember, agreed.
Mm-hmm.
I think what you said when we were talking, basically like, what if Cult of the Lamb cared about its action combo system? It's kind of like that.
Yes.
It's like, what if the action part of that was made a little bit more deep?
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Which, because it was, it's rare that I get a combo game like that, and the action roguelike part is the part where I'm like, I kind of want to go do the other one.
Yeah.
It's gotten a little better with relics that were added, but
yeah.
And I think charge attacks on a lot of stuff, but I think overall it's still the same like fundamental combat.
Yeah, my issue is it's just like the formatting of the game makes it so hard to like go back to. It's like,
yeah,
I just can't see myself going back to play a run of it.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like, I feel like I need to start from zero to care, or just not touch it. And I've elected to just not touch it. Because it's not that much of a roguelike, so it's not really, it is just like starting a new game again. Anyways, I think we, oh, wait. Lolash's symbol is turned to a green dot.
Okay. I will say there's more character customizations. You might want to get on that before we get a rolling.
Oh, I already did. There's not a ton more. There's like a couple new hats, but there's the all-important feature of 2 hats.
Wait, match eye positions. Oh no.
Oh, that's been there. I've always had unmatched eye positions.
I was not aware.
But the real thing is you can unmatch your eyebrow positions